Joseline Hernandez is sober, and reality TV is struggling.
This is a success story, and I want to say that plainly before anything else. Because when someone chooses sobriety, chooses health, chooses to live longer than the version of themselves the public has become used to, that is always a win. So, if what follows feels complicated, if it sounds like I'm holding two truths at the same time, that's on purpose. Joseline Hernandez is sober, and reality television may not know how to survive that. Joseline Hernandez didn't rise in reality television because she fit the form. She rose because she disrupted it. She didn't ease into scenes. She didn't calibrate herself for group dynamics. She didn't wait for conflict to develop. Conflict showed up with her. In a genre that depends on escalation, Joseline skipped that ramp. She entered the room fully activated, accent ready, posture confident, hands ready to express themselves. And the important thing here, the thing that matters structurally, is that Joseline wasn't unpredictable because she lacked control. She was unpredictable because she didn't dilute herself. Reality television doesn't reward authenticity. It rewards interruption. And Joseline interrupted everything. Scenes, narratives, producer expectations. She didn't follow storylines. She bent them. She didn't react, but when she showed up with her mind already made up. You didn't need a backstory to understand her scenes. You needed stamina. And that made her invaluable, not as a person, as a mechanism. Here's the part that rarely gets said without shouting. Reality television does not reward peace. It doesn't punish it either. It simply just doesn't know how to film it. This genre was built on volatility, not because volatility is admirable, but because it's predictable in its unpredictability. You can plan around it, you can schedule it, you can monetize it. Chaos is not a flaw in reality television. It's the operating system. So when someone like Joseline exists, someone capable of destabilizing a room without rehearsal, the industry begins to lean in, not cruelly, efficiently. More screen time, more reliance, more narrative centrality. Not because she was difficult, but because she was effective. Effectiveness in this genre is measured in moments. Moments that clip, moments that loop, moments that outlive entire seasons. And this isn't unique to her. She was just exceptionally good at it. So when sobriety enters the picture, it doesn't just change the person, it destabilizes the format. Because sobriety removes volatility. Healing doesn't escalate. Clarity doesn't spiral. Boundaries do not produce cliffhangers. Peace is not cinematic, and reality television has never learned how to sit with quiet. This is not Joseline's failure. It's the industry meeting its own limitations. There was no second archetype prepared. There was no evolved role waiting for Joseline. Just a slow realization that the machine only knew how to function one way. Sobriety didn't make her boring. It made the industry unprepared. So yes, people joke. They say they miss the old Joseline. They say the show don't hit the same. They say something feels like it's missing. And when people say that, they're not talking about nuance. They're talking about the fights. They're talking about the moments when conversations stopped and Joseline's hands started flying. And yes, we will miss those moments. Not because they were good, not because they were right, but because they were ignorable. Joseline had what the industry quietly values most, what I call one-stop drop-ums. Scenes ended when she decided that they were over. Not with dialogue, not with closure, with finality. Those weren't proud moments. Those weren't defensible moments. They were bad moments, but they were effective moments. Reality television does not ask whether a moment is healthy. It asks whether the audience looked away. And during those moments, no one did. So when people say they'll miss her hands, what they really mean is they'll miss the certainty. The certainty that something was about to happen that could not be edited around. That kind of unpredictability is rare, and the industry has never learned how to replace it with anything better. That doesn't make those moments right. It just makes them honest. Because what's being mourned isn't the violence, it's the loss of television that didn't pretend to be safe. This pattern doesn't end with Joseline. It appears every time black women or brown women in the entertainment choose stability over drama. growth becomes distance, boundaries become an attitude, and peace becomes absence. The industry applauds wellness quietly, then continues on without it. So when we say reality television is struggling, we don't mean financially. We mean creatively. We mean narratively. We mean emotionally. It no longer knows how to extract entertainment from people who are no longer bleeding in public. So let's return where we began. This is a success story. Joseline Hernandez chooses sobriety matters more than any scene that ever went viral. But until reality television learns how to make wellness compelling, how to make peace interesting, how to film growth without framing it as loss, it will keep mistaking chaos for charisma and keep calling evolution a decline. That's not judgment, it's simply an observation. Take it how you like. See you next time.